This is Anatomy of Success, and I'm your host, Steve Wollenhaus, and this week's 7 challenges every entrepreneur will face. And I got to tell you, for the first time in history, more people have filed for new businesses than ever before in America. So I know that entrepreneurial spirit is alive and well. Let's get started. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Steve Wollenhaus, and again, this is Anatomy of Success. If you're here for the first time, we talk about my 4 tenets of equanimity. What are those, you ask? Better health, and that means mental, spiritual, physical health, and we are fanatical about health here. We're fanatical about satisfying work because I believe that's possible, even if that means leaving a dead-end job or starting your own business, which happens to be the subject of our conversation today. And then, of course, we talk about healthy relationships with our friends or family and our intimate partners. If that sounds appealing to you, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our podcast. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn especially, as well as TikTok. I think you'll find the content that we create each week consistent to offer you the support and encouragement you need on this journey to be your very best. And that's what we're all about here, doing what's best for us according to how we define that. That's what Anatomy of Success is all about. Go to weatherology.com. That's my business page. Find out a bit more about my company. Been in business for almost 40 years now as the CEO of a business I started at age 21. So when it comes to this topic today, I know a lot about this, and I want to share what I know with you as much as I possibly can. And then follow me on my social media accounts, as I mentioned, under About Us. At the top of that page, you'll find that information. We have all heard the startling statistics on how many businesses fail each year as young entrepreneurs venture off to build their dream. In the first year, 20% fail. After 10 years, almost 75% have vanished. It's easy to get the impression that being an entrepreneur isn't worth the effort, since the failure rate is so high. The problem is that many of us read these statistics incorrectly. Although it's important to have realistic expectations about starting a business, I encourage people to mitigate the effects of confidence bias by genuinely examining the efficacy of their business. I would spend less time focused on how many businesses fail and concentrate my attention on why most businesses fail. With a better understanding of the obstacles confronting entrepreneurs, we can better prepare for that tumultuous journey. Here's 7 challenges every entrepreneur is inevitably going to face. Capital. No surprise. Running a business, it's impossible without capital. Most people rush off and elicit outside resources from investors, and that's fine, but we are basically borrowing money to finance our dream. Regardless of how we fund the operation, we need clients. Start small, make sure you get paid on time. Collection is a big problem, and so is deciding how to allocate those limited resources, especially in the beginning. Discouragement. Plenty of people will try and discourage our dreams, especially people seeking funding. You're going to get vilified. They're going to find flaws in your business plan. And I hear people complain about it all the time, whether it's whatever obstacle they've invented. I'm sorry. Everyone gets scrutinized. It doesn't have anything to do with race or gender. Start a business like I did. No bank was interested. I had to figure out a way to fund it myself, and that's exactly what I did, and I've done it ever since then, driven by sales, underwriting the cost of our growth, our development, and our innovation. It's the hard way, but I believe you can do it. Social misfit. Building a successful business will be lonely, and we lack the time to fraternize over cocktails after work and get involved in every social function most people can't resist. Our social life suffers, period, and we can't attend every function, every family function. Having a close network of quality friends, that's essential for providing perspective on this arduous journey. People that understand our passion and don't question our commitment, they support us unequivocally. Many so-called friends, they'll become jealous and resent your success, I promise you that, and our independence. It's the price we pay on this journey as an entrepreneur. Self-doubt. staying strong when all the forces are rising up against us. Now, that's absolutely non-negotiable. We got to keep that business afloat. There's going to be disappointment, rejection, loss, unexpected obstacles. We need to find the motivation and the inspiration daily to drive that dream forward. A great support system helps, but we often have to go it alone, folks. Remaining focused, positive, optimistic, that's imperative to endure the undulations of success. Self-doubt may surface and challenge our convictions. Having a long-term perspective and taking one step at a time, that's our best defense. Leading effectively, at some point, hiring exceptional people is going to be essential to help us grow our business. Those early decisions, they're critical. And the people we hire have to share our core values. We need to lay the foundation from the start so we create a corporate culture that embraces our vision and executes flawlessly. Many entrepreneurs put the blinders on and neglect providing that leadership people need. At some point, leaders have to be completely immersed in personal development, mentoring, coaching our teams. We need to hire great people and be clear with our vision and let people operate without constant oversight. Selling. I see many entrepreneurs struggling with generating sales without a legitimate business and a carefully considered customer base. We meander in the direction of failure. If selling isn't your forte, find somebody that sells excellently. Use your imagination to create that partnership, assuming we have great ideas and people are going to show up that can help support our skill sets by supplementing our talents with their own. Time. Learning to delegate and control our time is essential for creating opportunities to focus on health and family and the things that matter most. Many entrepreneurs have a hard time letting go. They believe they need to be involved in every aspect of the business. We don't have to be. In addition, it's easy to work 16-hour days at the expense of our health and happy relationships. I slept 4 hours a day for decades to make my dream a reality. Still worked out, still made my family a priority. There's always enough time in the day to get things done, but the sacrifice is often more than most people care to pay. We have to learn to focus on what we do best and delegate the rest. In the beginning, you may need to do it all, but eventually we can't maintain that cadence. I hope this conversation today on some of the things that we are inevitably going to encounter as entrepreneurs sparks some curiosity and contemplation. We got to think things through before we dive ahead, have a plan, and be realistic about how hard this journey is going to be. But guess what? I believe you're up to the task if you want it bad enough. I'm Steve Willenhouse. This is Anatomy of Success. Glad you joined us. Come back next week. Until then, let's stay focused, let's stay positive, and let's stay optimistic.